Fitzy and Wippa's Married at First Sight dinner party.
Anything can happen. God, I was so nervous, mate. I mean, you and I were dressed in our Dion-style jackets. We looked like Dumb and Dumber. The velour is maybe not our best look, but we gave it a go. We looked pretty fancy.
Do you know what? I mean,
what is it, mate?
It's astounding. Our listeners, and I was having a great chat to Rhonda last night, who's a principal at a school, but you know what? It meant so much to her to be there last night.
Rhonda had a great time.
Oh, brilliant. And all our listeners had a great time. And you know what? The one thing that I must say, because we had Brent there, we had Maddie was there, we had Dom and Jack, Ella was there, Al was doing shoeys and the worm and everyone was having a laugh. It's classic stuff by Al. But you know what? The way that they spoke to our listeners, they gave them the time of day, they looked them in the eye, and they really looked after them.
And I think the other thing is too, because we've done this for a couple of years, and a big thanks to Shutters Coogee for hosting, but I think they appreciate the time in the sun that they're having as well. Like they're having a great time. They are. They're all in good spirits. Yes, there's controversy. Sure, there's broken hearts, but they understand this is their moment of fame, and they're enjoying the ride. They're going along well.
Now we've got all that mushy stuff out of the way. Let's get to the gossip.
Rip into them, hey?
This is where, and we've got you there for a reason, guys. I know you're having a great time and you're loving yourself and your Instagram account is on fire at the moment, but give us some gossip. Mm-hmm. Let's start with Brent. Now, Brent is a good-looking guy. He was the one with the tattoos, and you know what? Tamara, his wife, still had no idea what he did. She thought that he waited tables. Disgusting. He was with her for like 3 months. She still had no idea. So this was the question that was thrown at Brent last night in the honesty box.
Brent, have you had contact with Tamara since the series is wrapped up?
Tamara reached out to me as the show started airing.
Yes.
We did try to be amicable and do interviews together, and it took about 2 weeks before Tamara went on a downhill spiral and I cut all ties.
Oh, no.
Okay. That's true. He's honest.
And everybody, put your hands together because Brent waited tables for us tonight as well. So
We love that joke.
Hey, this was the big one, right?
Can we hold on 2 seconds? Tamara is seeing someone else.
How do you know that?
Was that public knowledge?
I don't think it was, but they did tell us that quietly.
No, well, no,
but you find that out, I think.
That's on Sunday. Well, no.
No, I don't think that is on Sunday night.
They're not seeing each other. They just text each other.
Oh.
No, she's with one of the other ones.
I heard the same thing you did, but you won't see it Sunday night. It'll obviously just come out in due course.
Well,
it's Mitch.
Okay, so
Tamara's with Mitch.
This was the big question. Because last night, Brent's a really good-looking guy, right? And so's Ella. But Ella was with Mitch, Brent was with Tamara, and that didn't work out, right? And everyone was asking, the big question that everyone wanted to know, Brent and Ella, now that the show's over, would you guys ever consider hooking up?
There was nothing in my mind like that. We were focusing on our relationships only, but if there's any woman in the world that you would want as your partner, you'd want Ella.
Oh, well said. She's blushing.
Way to toot my horn.
Okay, that's beautiful. You get to answer as well, Ella.
In the experiment, we didn't really get to know each other on that deep level. We were there just focusing on our partners. Yeah. So I'm only getting to know Brent now.
Yeah.
This could be the start of something beautiful.
Way to dodge a question.
I believe they hooked up last night. I can't confirm it, but I believe.
Just throwing that out there, mate. Let's talk about Jack and Dom. Beautiful couple, still together as well. They've been really, really good. Obviously, Dom's had her ups and downs on the show, but we asked Jack. This was a really big question about, obviously, one of the villains on the show, Olivia.
Jack, have you forgiven Olivia for how she treated Dom on the show?
Oh, jeez.
In terms of forgiveness, I can definitely say the fact that there was never a sorry or accountability behind it. Can't forgive someone if someone does not feel remorse.
Have you seen her recently?
Oh, yeah, I did see her once, very recently.
How was that?
It was a quick little encounter. She was at an event that I was at. I basically just said to her, I was like, look, all the best to you. I don't agree with anything you said on the show. But honestly, if I was you, I'd probably hold, when you're doing your media, when you're doing your radios, own up to the things that you did.
He's called it, mate. He's called it.
Those two were my favourite. I sat next to them, Dom and Jack. They were just
good
lovely.
Fun. They were having a great time.
Yeah, and so sweet together.
There was a rumour going around that Dom has added to her tattoo collection since the show wrapped up.
Couldn't believe it.
We need to ask her that question.
Is it true that you now have a tattoo of a wine glass?
Can confirm.
Wow!
But I want to explain the reason why I got the broken wine glass. It represents a lot more than that to me. It represents that everyone is damaged goods. We all have our sore points and we all have a limit to what we can take, and you know, sometimes we crack and we break, and that's okay.
I'm going to get one of those
True
this
dat.
weekend.
Dom really opened up last night. Obviously, the big question was the nude photo scandal on the
OnlyFans.
show. So we had to ask about OnlyFans. This was Dom's response.
Okay, Dom, everyone wants to know, how did you feel about the photo scandal? Were you disappointed that a lot of the table didn't really stand up for you on the night?
Tell us what happened.
Yeah, look, I'm not the only one, and I won't be the last that have ever started an OnlyFans. And I think, you know what? There's only so much one person can take. That night that everything came out at the dinner table was really confronting. I just think, thank God I had Jack by my side, and also Ella. I don't know how I would have gotten through that night. Without the support from these two sitting right here.
She's a wine glass.
Can we talk about Wippa trying to, after this, make Dom feel better by leaning in and saying, I've got an OnlyFans as
No,
well?
Fitzy brought it up.
Yeah, but you let down to give her comfort.
Mine's free of charge. Can we talk? Is that all the grabs we have from it? I want to talk about something else. I mean, there's controversy within our team as well, Fitz, which I don't know if you caught this action. At the start of the night, we all walked in very quickly. Matt DeGroot and Sarah were chasing a photo over on the photo wall. Then the photographer said, "Oh my God, are you guys together?" Which was really, really awkward. And Matt said, "I gave it everything, but no."
Yeah, he did.
Then we sat down for dinner, and the little British girl across the table looked at Sarah and I and said, "Are you guys together?"
Yeah, she asked if Wippa and I were married.
I would suggest the common denominator is you.
Because I'm the only girl on the team.
On a very handsy evening.
Wow. I don't recall touching you once, but you did lean over and eat half my dinner, which you thought I didn't notice.
Well, look what you did to my dessert.
Thanks to Shutters at Coogee there.
Well
Had a
done,
great
guys.
night as well.
Fitzy and Wippa.